This Poland's Best Network tutorial is one of a series that provides complete information about making homemade egg pasta ravioli. The easiest way to watch all these tutorials and get the best information about making egg pasta ravioli is to subscribe to our channel now. This network also produces Poland's Best Ravioli Maker that you see in the image. And as a special bonus for watching this tutorial, you can download a free copy of our book, Let's Make Ravioli Together, when it finishes. You can make egg pasta by hand in a food processor or with a mixer. I get better control with a mixer, so I'm using that in this video. We have another video that shows you how to make egg pasta by hand. The link is at the end of this video. You can measure the 1.5 cups of flour quite accurately. But egg sizes vary, so even though we say 2 eggs, the volume and consequently the liquid content will be different with every batch that you make. We also use oil. Any vegetable oil is okay. I'm using olive oil. Note, I do not use salt. It makes the egg pasta tough. Add salt during the cooking process. We also have on hand water and flour. As mentioned, the egg volume will be different, so the amount of liquids that you add to the flour in the egg pasta mix will be different each time. Not all flour is the same. Even though it may have the same designation, each batch of flour will be made from different batches of wheat. Though generally consistent within the designation, the amount of liquids that the flour will absorb will vary from batch of flour to batch of flour, so you have to make adjustments. If the egg pasta dough is too stiff, add some water. If it's too loose, add some flour. So be prepared and have the extras on hand. Start by combining the liquids, break the yolks, add the dough to the bowl, and now let's shift to where we can watch better. Now that I have moved the camera, we can see a little bit better. We will use a mixer with a bread hook. This brand mixer bounces. Why they designed it that way is beyond me, so I have to hold the top down. You'll have to pardon my hand, but it really does quite a good job, and it's a heck of a lot easier to use this than making an egg pasta by hand. If you follow the directions for making egg pasta by hand, you'll note that they tell you to make a pile of flour and then put a hole in the middle so that it looks like a volcano. You add the eggs to the crater. Start the mixer and add the eggs to the flour. Note that the mixer naturally puts the eggs in the center. Remember, eggs will be different sizes, so the amount of liquid that you add to your egg pasta dough will be different in each batch, and the flour that you use in each batch is likely to be from a different load of wheat. Each one of them will take a different amount of liquid. Using a mixer, it is very easy to check how wet or dry your pasta is. Simply stop it and feel how moist the dough is. This dough appears a little dry. It's not binding, so I add water. I don't add much, maybe a tablespoon, and now you see that it starts to bind. It's time to exercise patience. Let the mixer do the work and develop the gluten. I stop and check to see if the dough feels right. It's pretty soft, and that's what I'm looking for. It is best to have a soft dough. If it is too soft, just add some flour while the dough is in a mixing bowl. If you're going to use a pasta machine to roll out the dough, you'll want a stiffer one. But if you're going to roll it by hand, it is best to have a softer one. After you take the dough from the mixer and put it on the workbench, you can always make it stiffer by kneading in some flour. So don't worry about it now. As long as it clears to the side of the bowl, it's okay. Now let's give the mixer time to work the pasta dough to develop the gluten. What we're looking to do is develop a small elastic ball. Stop the mixer and check. Stretch the dough. Feel it. Once we have a smooth ball, Take it from the bowl and put it in a plastic bag or container and refrigerate it for at least an hour. This allows the gluten to rest, and it will make it possible for you to roll it to a very thin see-through sheet. Be sure to watch our video on how to roll egg pasta dough for ravioli.